Hello, this is LbpHorror101 with your host, The Unknown One. Today we'll be going over goodies bag, materials, objects, stickers, and decorations. Okay, first thing I should mention is DLC versus non-DLC. Yes, it is possible to create horror levels using a little to no DLC, depending on the type of horror level you are creating. But owning an assortment of stickers and objects from a number of level kits and packs can really help you make things look a lot more interesting and eye-catching, rather than dull and bare. I myself cannot go a day without messing around with loads of DLC I've gotten over the years. I swear, I've nearly bought the whole entire store. And oh my god, LittleBigPlanet would never be the same without sticker panel from the Move pack. Every SAG person serious about art and music, because there's a ton of instruments in that pack as well. We should all own this pack because it adds a couple of tools and a lot of elements to play with in creating levels in general. But anyways, let's start off by talking about materials. You should all know the difference between metal and sponge by now, right? You should know how to make one grabbable and the other not. This weird thing does this to it. Put stickers on some and there's a dramatic change. And of course, the magical 3D layers. It's all a matter of choice, from the hardwood flooring to the cage you look best locked up in. I personally always use sponge fur trim from the Muppets pack for grass and the sponge felt for carpet rooms. My latest material obsession would have to be rubber matte plastic from the DC Comics pack, because not only does it have the color option very few materials seem to have, but it's smooth, solid, you don't see any crazy textures in this, and it's very, very versatile for creating walls, rooms, houses, and any structure really. And sticker panel, please. This guy's in a league of its own with the hundreds of different uses it has. Talk about king of materials. In general, you'll choose the material that looks best for an abandoned hospital or cabin in the woods. But you should always consider the textures, properties, and colors you can customize it with. And if you're as crazy as me, you might even want to listen to the different noises they make when you walk over them. Now stickers. You'll always have thousands of stickers to use when playing on LittleBigPlanet. Whether they're story prizes, community prizes, or pictures you personally take, stickers are constantly being used for making costumes and coloring materials. And if you're one of the lucky ones with a motion controller and eye camera, you can make your own stickers with the Move Pack paint tool. I myself still use the same blood stickers I made back in 2012 for a few of my levels and costumes. Really should update this. But yeah, in a lot of my levels I'll use rust, dirt, and smear stickers, usually in the realistic section when you organize your stickers by category. Most of them are from the Cross Controller, Move, or Nightmare Before Christmas level kits. Some are collected from Story Mode. Good packs that use a few dark, grungy, and gothic stickers would be Heavy Rain or the History pack. A few friends of mine have actually found plenty of dirt and blood stickers in the community levels, so there seems to always be a few interesting stickers to collect and use when you're playing some community levels. Decorations. Decorations are amazing because it's just an easy click and stick to your levels and your costumes, and honestly this took less than 10 minutes to make. They have the flexibility of sticker and the appearance of an object, bridging the gap when used in creating levels. Some change colors with sticker panel settings and are actually pretty unique in terms of physical properties. The only downside would be that they are pretty much not customizable at all. You have limited amounts of decorations, a lot nobody cares for or uses at first glance, so you'll have to be extra creative with them. Yeah, extra creative. I'd say over half of every theme or pack in the game has about 2 or 3 good decorations to use for horror, so experiment with all of them. You'd be surprised what people have used them for and accomplished with them on the community levels. Objects. Objects are pretty unique because they almost always have a sort of physical difference from materials that seem to be much more realistic. Some are thin layer, others take up all 3 layers, some are deadly, and some story objects actually come loaded with logic. I say they add flavor to a level because a lot of people use plenty of material, logic, and decorations, but totally forget that there are actually very interesting objects to mess around with. They seem to be the only way of getting artificial lighting into your level, which is always good for horror when things are completely dark. You should already know that stickers, decorations take up space, objects take up space, and using 20 plus different materials takes up a lot of space, so always look at the thermometer when you're adding new content to your level. In the next video, I'll talk more about tools and logic for horror levels. Until then, this has been LbpHorror101 with the Unknown One saying, class dismissed.